What up, what up, what up? It's your girl V-Henny, man. You already know the vibes. Welcome to the Artistry, where we talk shit about music, entertainment, and the everyday struggles. And y'all already know the vibes. We have a dope artist all the way from New Jersey. Dope artist. He's on his grind, doing what he gotta do. We got the Heartless Romantic Wil Harbor. How
going
you
on?
doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Hold on, I don't have a budget for this, so I'm gonna be like, bum, 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 bum. We gotta do the whole.
Cue applause.
Yeah, exactly. But welcome to the Artistry.
Thank you. Thank you for
This
having
is
me.
the humble home.
Yes.
I just want to say I've been watching you, through your Instagram, feeling like a little bit of a stalker. But I just, before we dive into anything, I want to say congratulations. I know you released an album.
I did.
You
I did.
released a music video.
I did.
Thank so
you.
let's take this toast and
man,
just
okay.
cheers to your success and everything you're accomplishing.
Thank
This
you.
is to
I
you.
appreciate that.
Definitely. That's that
Okay.
mama wanna.
Oh yeah.
The
That's going.
the Latina had to get you. You understand? I had to,
Spicy.
Oh, you already ya tú sabes, like, mami, yo
Hey.
quiero taca.
Let's go.
So again, it's been a pleasure having you here. I noticed that you actually, as an artist, you originally started writing poems, correct?
I did. Yeah.
So
Dark shit.
if you can't, for those that are watching, can you tell them what inspired you to pursue music? How you started, your background and stuff like that?
For sure. I got into writing at an early age. I don't know, maybe teenager, 15.
Okay.
Around that time. Just kind of writing, just going through like high school shit, but then a lot of shit at the crib with the fam. So just kind of like in my head a lot. So I would usually write, also writing the love letters to the girls.
Yeah.
That whole
How many
yes
love
and
letters
no
you've done?
circle.
How many love letters
Hey, yo,
you sent?
I can't go on record with the number. Nah, I'm gonna be too exposed. But yeah. So I got just doing that. As time went on, graduate high school and all that. You just you catch vibes. You with certain people. You in certain spaces, and like certain things just start. That artistry, so to speak, just started to build and just started to come forth and manifest itself. And so I just kind of attached myself to it and
Let
ran
me
with
ask you
it.
this question then. So,
Yeah.
what was that first instrumental that you jumped on?
The first instrumental, I would tell you. That shit was Murphy Lee. What was that shit?
Damn, Murphy Lee.
Murphy Lee, the Saint Lunatics, with Nelly. That was that shit. I forget the what was that? Not Shake Your Tail Feather. It was
Not drop down, get you eat. No,
it wasn't that. It was another one. It was
Okay.
fire though. It was fire though.
Okay,
But that
okay.
was I was into the.
That was
Saint
Nelly's
Lunatics.
track, though,
That was
right?
Nelly.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
that was
okay.
Nelly, yeah.
Yeah, but Murphy.
But I remember
Lee,
Murphy
okay.
Lee went off on it. That was just my part on that. That's all right.
Okay, so then you always had a different sound.
Always, yeah. I always been more into the harmonies and the melodies and the
Okay.
melodics. Like, I grew up on what I'm saying, my mom's and whatnot, she was into jazz a lot. So
Okay.
that was always the sound at the
Okay.
crib.
When
always.
did you start becoming okay with your sound? For example, for those that don't know who he is, obviously he's a melodic hip hop artist. You understand? He dives into jazz. He dives into pop. You understand? You're lyrical with it.
Right.
You understand? So. So when did you, because I feel like when you're starting as an artist, one of the biggest struggles for a lot of artists would be finding their sound.
Correct. Yeah, that's a fact. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. It took me a while to get comfortable with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just getting in tune with yourself, and you got so many people, like, because before this I was in a group or whatnot, so you got egos, this and that, and people, we need to do this, boom, boom. But like you never get a chance to. I didn't have the opportunity to get in tune with myself.
Okay.
My pure artistry.
Okay.
Right. So it took a little while, but I think just recently, honestly, in that 2016 hiatus I was telling you about, that I think that's when I started to tap into that.
Okay.
A little bit more. Yeah.
Okay. So you went 2016. You took a hiatus. Then you came back.
I came back.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I know you took another hiatus.
I did. Yeah.
Okay. And then obviously you're back. Now, It
sounds more
it does. I
horrible.
mean, it sounds a little bit unstable.
But I'm back, yo. I promise.
That's what I was gonna say. What makes you say like I'm back? I promise. Like, how do you know this is like the real deal?
I think I finally just got in tune with myself as an artist and just purely just not afraid, not as afraid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just really just want to pour out and manifest and just create and just, you know, I got so many stories and I got so much to give and, you know, I'm a good writer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my talent. So I'm like, nah, I gotta get it. I gotta go in that vein. Right.
Growing up as an artist in New Jersey, because I noticed like, yo, being that I'm out here now, Jersey has a lot of talent.
It does.
Jersey has a
so
lot
much
of talent.
Shout out to Jersey, yo.
No, it does. However, you guys are your own worst enemy.
Damn, you could tell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
be like that.
How is it that you, Wil Harbor, come about stepping out of your own comfort zone?
Oh man, I think is what it is. It just this phrase just replays in my mind. Like the only way I'm gonna get through is to stay true, right? So I have to break through this industry some way, somehow, and it's like I had to realize I'm not good at doing what other niggas is good at.
Okay.
Right? So I'm good at doing what I'm good at. So I had to just really tap into that, and I think that's what's gonna, you know, be able to really just separate me. And I you know, so I got the drive to do that. You know what I'm saying? Where most artists, you know what I'm saying, they just gonna go with what's trendy. You know what I'm saying? What's popping, what the wave is, and it's like they're not gonna truly express themselves in their purest form. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So I think that's what's gonna separate it. Yeah.
I know one thing that I noticed, because you said that you're a dope writer, right? Mm-hmm. The common factor that we have a lot is, one, that you took a hiatus, you came back. Two, is the fact that your pain is your motivation.
Facts.
You know, when did you start appreciating that pain and learning to turn that pain into a positive aspect?
I think with this album, I think everything that took place right before this album, Man Is At War, that's when I really started to just really take the pain and just be like, nah, this is what it is. These are my cards, like, you know. And yeah.
When it comes to your writing, you know, since you're so lyrical, what's your process like? Your creative process when it, you know, your writing, your studio sessions, things like that.
Right. Man, I'm all about the vibe. Like, I try to vibe it out to the best I can, like, and just get the full framework of what I'm feeling, right? Because I feel like every record got a personality. It got a spirit on it, right? So you got to figure out what that is. You got to tap into it, and I try to do that before I write anything. I try to figure out what the beat is telling me. What conversation are we having?
Okay,
you know what I'm saying, and then I just go from there.
How do you go about, like, when it comes to like producers? Like, how do, like, can just anybody be like, yo, what's up? I got some like beats for you, boom, boom. Or are you particular with certain people?
Yeah,
you know?
I'm kind of particular. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's really only a couple producers that I'm really like going to like that.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I'm always open. Like, I'm always open to network and I'm always open to build. But it's just like it's a lot of the same sound, and I'm just not with it. So it's like, you know.
So knowing the fact that you took a hiatus, right, in 2019, or you came back in 2019, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right. So you came back 2019. You got 2020, pandemic.
Right.
Like,
right. So as soon as I'm getting my feet back, it's just...
So how was pandemic for you? Like, how did that work out for you as far as your, you know, being an artist, an entrepreneur?
Well, I started developing my clothing brand.
Okay.
Heartless Romantic, Heartless brand. Heartless Apparel. So, you know, I got the, you see the hand. You know what I mean? We got
and
that.
This is good material. Listen.
Hey, I'm trying
I've
to
had hats that shit hurt me, kid. I'm not even.
Put it on,
yo,
like,
I've had that, and I'm
smooth,
like, nah, I can't do this.
You know what I'm saying? I did that. You know what I'm saying? I created a little brand for myself. I try to, you know, just rebrand myself. And I took that time to really just hone in on me and figure out how I was going to give myself back to the world.
How was that, the rebranding? Because I feel like rebranding,
oh man, it's scary. I'm gonna tell you, yo, it's scary because you don't know what you about to do, like, until you do it, and then you don't know how they gonna receive it until they do, and like, you just gotta trust that you got good ideas. Like,
so with this whole rebranding, then Like, did everybody react to the way you had expected? Did you get certain people that were just like, nah, B, don't do that, whatever, you know?
You know what? I think people are. I don't think it fully settled in because I think a lot of people who knew me or seen my brand before, they had a certain type of opinion on it.
Okay.
And so it's like now they don't know how to feel about it yet. They're like,
okay.
oh, okay, like he coming a little different. Okay, he got, you know what I'm saying, different little look, and you know what I'm saying. So I don't know if they fully know how to feel about it. But those who was closest to me, they like it's a go.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying. The ones who know me, they like it's a go. But like the ones who like they might come across like, yo, bro, I saw you on the gram, and they don't fully understand what's happening yet. So they just trying to, they gonna catch up. But it's all right.
Do you allow it to affect you emotionally?
They
like,
sometimes,
because you know how they say, one thing out, like, not only they, I'm gonna say me. I'm one to say, don't make decisions based on emotions.
Right.
I learned that the hard way. So being as an artist, we already know as artists, because I'm an artist as well.
Correct.
We are fucking emotional beings.
Facts.
You understand? So
It
has any negative thoughts or comments, or has that ever affected you or put you in a place where you're just like, you're doubting yourself?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So what do you do to come out of that self-doubt?
I try to find a dope beat. You know what I'm saying? I try
Put
to
it
find
into
something.
your music.
Right. I try to find something that could boost my confidence, and I feel like when I make a good record, you know what I'm saying, it really gives me life. So it's like it'll boost me for however long until somebody else might say something or a comment might happen, and I'll let that shit get to me or whatever. But,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've overcome any boundaries you had set for yourself?
Oh yeah, this project for sure. Because honestly, I'm so like closed off. Like I don't like I'm. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be real personal. Like I don't be trying to private. I should say I'm real private. Like so for me to go to this extent on this album and just just really open myself up to this transparency and be vulnerable with the music like this is like. It's challenging, but is good at the same time, and so that's the only reason why I keep chasing it. Cause you know what I mean, yeah.
So let's talk about this album. Man is at War, 17 tracks.
Correct.
You understand? How long did it take you to complete the project, the album?
It took me about 2 years.
2 years.
2019.
Okay.
Through the pandemic, maybe a year and a half, 18 months or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now 17 tracks. So we already know the process of creating an album, right? Mixtape, whatever, project, right? When it comes to creating a project, we already know that as artists, we tend to over-record.
Correct.
So how was that process of you selecting which tracks will make the album, which tracks you're going to put in the back burner or maybe use for later, you know, like whatever. So how was that process?
Oh, man, that was tough. At first though, it was tough, honestly, because then it became easier because like the project started to take its form and take its shape, and so I could figure out, okay, this goes, this doesn't go, okay, right, and I figure out what I'm trying to say, and what I realized too is I got more material that's better, right, but it's like I was putting together something specifically for the project, and so that's where after a while it became simple because I figured out what I was trying to say, and I figured out the puzzle. So,
how many tracks would you say, estimate, you have recorded overall?
Oh man,
like what? 30, 40, what?
Maybe like 50.
50?
Maybe like 50, 60, yeah.
Yo,
probably more though, because my laptop crashed, so I lost a good chunk, and I had to build the catalog up again. But I still got that laptop.
Damn.
So.
Yo, did you get to that place? Because I remember, right, when I did my first mixtape, right? I remember like the last week of releasing it. You know, you have to go through that process of listening to all your tracks.
Right.
On repeat.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yo, that shit's fucking with your head. Like,
did you get to that place where you was like, I don't want to hear this shit no more?
Facts. I had to stop. I did.
Out of all the tracks that you have, we already know some of them are skits.
Yeah.
You know, but what would you say? We already know that like your music is your baby. But which one did you really personalize and which one would you say it was just, the whole creative aspect of who you are as an artist?
I would have to say For the Family, that record. For the Family, definitely. I went super vulnerable, and like it was during the pandemic. I remember I wrote that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And, obviously I felt pulled in many different directions because of the pandemic, and so that record kind of like brought me back to somewhat of a center.
Okay.
So it was cool.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know you dropped the video. I watched the video.
Call It Love. Yep.
Yes.
Call It Love video.
Are you part of your treatment?
Am I part of what?
Like the treatment of the when it comes to your videos.
Oh yeah, for sure. I create all the treatment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. I like the video, but I expected more. I thought you was gonna show like the whole with the actual like the relationship or like just the outcome.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So what made you go that route?
I went that route because kind of Call It Love is like, that's kind of like a jab, right? And so when you a boxer, you just throw a jab, right? You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You don't really got to set up the jab. And so that's what Call It Love is. Call It Love was like really my first coming back to the music world.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be too OD, and I also wanted to keep the personal aspect of it where I'm literally by myself. So
Okay.
I didn't want to put a female in the video because at that point it's like I didn't want it to be too stereotypical because you would expect that.
Yes.
Right? And so it's a give and take because at the end of the day, people want what they want, but then you also got to give them what you're trying to give them.
Yeah.
So
because the way you did the video at the beginning, so I thought I was like, all right. So when I saw the way, the angle you was going, I was like, again, it's not bad. It was actually good. I liked the video.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I just thought, I was like, oh shit, he went a different angle.
Yeah.
Because when you walked in and the whole, with the clothes and all that, you understand? So I was just like, oh, okay, there's going to be drama here.
But see, that's the thing too. That story is going to continue throughout the videos.
Okay.
So that's also why, it's going to build itself.
Okay, so are we expecting, Call It Love, right? Is this this is your single?
Correct.
For this album?
Yeah.
So what's the follow-up single?
The follow-up single is Missed Call.
Okay.
Missed Call, yep.
And are you doing like visuals for each song or just for your singles?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't fully decided whether I'm gonna do it for each visual for each song. I'm kind of just seeing, I got a couple that I definitely want to do it for, but then I'm gonna just let the audience and the fans determine, okay, this song is doing crazy numbers. Let me put a visual to it, like a real visual, and do it that way, yeah. But I'm gonna leave it there. I ain't gonna jump ahead because I was about to give something crazy away. I ain't gonna jump.
Nah, you can get it. Nobody's here.
All right, so boom, so all right, boom. So I'm about to drop a whole nother project.
Okay.
Right. So you're the first one exclusive, right? So that's going to be coming. It's already,
in the works. Right.
Okay. So I ran into I was just at an event at IMI Studios. Shout out Mogul Status and J K Quick official. There was this song camp, and I remember K Quick. He was saying, don't get too caught up on one thing. Like, don't get. You know what I'm saying? And I know he was making a reference to when you're making a song, don't get caught up on one concept. But I was thinking, I took it, you know what I'm saying, applying it to the album, like, okay, boom, don't get caught up on Man Is That Word. That you drop that helps you, boom. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's move. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to be dropping, because I just feel like my work ethic is just way crazy. So I can't, I can't hold that back. And the people just, the people need this.
So let me ask you this then. Yeah. So you're in the works of a different project. Now, how far, like, do you have a particular date? Like,
not a date.
When is this? Like,
I got an approximate.
And what would that be?
Maybe like end of September.
Okay.
October, maybe, latest.
Okay. So now this is going to be like the A&R in my end, or like the whole fact of just, so do you feel, because I noticed that a lot of artists, they tend to just, I get it, don't get caught up in one aspect.
Yeah.
However, and that they're right, but however, you also have to, like, if you feel like Man Is At War is that project, then that you feel like had, because I'm not gonna lie, you have a few hits.
Yeah.
You actually
Thank
do.
you. I appreciate that.
And so fine, and continue growing. Maybe you can have more hits.
Mm-hmm.
But how you expect everybody to constantly listen to Man at War when you're dropping a new project?
I just feel like you want to be real?
No, let's be real.
I've already, first of all, I've got better records,
Okay.
right, than all the records that are on Man.
Okay.
And I've already just recently made better records than those.
Okay.
Right? And so that's how my creative process goes. Once I've tapped into something artistically and spiritually, I feel like. And so the way my growth is going as an artist is exponentially growing. So like when they hear the next project, they're gonna be like, yo, how the fuck? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not even gonna, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I need to do that because I got so much to say. And it's like, people are gonna catch things late. And I know that. And that's just what it's gonna be. But eventually, you know what I'm saying? It's the people, they're gonna receive it and they're gonna understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So Man is at War, though, the songs that you have, obviously some of them are old songs, correct?
Correct. Some of them
so
from
now
2019,
this new project that you're working on would be like, this is your new, this is like
fresh.
Yeah. So that means you're
all
gonna
fresh inspiration.
Okay, so then I'm expecting to hear the voice changes, the maturity
you
within
hearing the
your
different
flow
sonics,
and
everything.
Okay.
Working with better producers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
More money, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
More money makes you sound better.
Oh,
so.
it really does.
You know,
Money,
so
unfortunately,
that's just how I go.
People don't realize that, you know, like money
you know
does make a difference.
It make it pop. So
let me ask you this: what's something that you've within your artistry? What's something that you have noticed within your growth?
I think just my the confidence and the transparency.
Okay.
Like just believing like it's okay. Because I was never that person. I was never that guy. Like just never that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But really believing in the transparency. Like, nah, it's all right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, let them in. Like,
and that's not easy to do.
It's not.
It's not easy to be
really
vulnerable.
Not.
And I always tell artists, or like anyone, not just anyone, influencers, people who you're creators, right? I tell people like, yo, one of the hardest things for me to do is to become vulnerable. So I could imagine that you're, as a man, you understand, it's not easy to allow people into your vulnerability. So I give you credit for that.
Thank you.
Because it's not easy.
Right.
So I want to know, like, now, like, when it comes to your performance, how are you? Like, do you prepare for that?
I do.
Do you practice, or do you go off the crowd and you just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just see, you know?
You know what? I used to try to do that. It didn't work out. Nah, you gotta practice.
Okay.
Right? I mean, well, I have to practice. Yeah, I speak for myself. I have to practice. So
okay.
Yeah.
What are the two tracks you would say you tend to perform?
Call It Love. Just because that's the single I'm running with. And it's great energy. When I perform it, I feel good. Okay. It gets me going. But you know what? Honestly, I don't know what other record I'm really, because I'm still trying to feel it out. Like which one works best. But I know Miss Call's been pretty good, and Blow This Bag has been pretty good. So
okay.
Yeah.
And now that everything's opening up, are you starting to notice the difference as far as like your artistry and stuff like that? Like, are you performing more? Were you still out in the open during pandemic?
I really wasn't. Honestly. I was really just trying to hone in the craft. Okay. And just really just, get the sound right and get the project together. But now, yeah, I'm trying to get out, and I'm trying to do the Jersey circuit, and, just up and down Jersey, like all the way down to Asbury Park with the Saint. So all the way, you know what I'm saying, up here. Yeah. At the Artistry. So I'm just trying to just build that up.
Have you been outside of Jersey?
I've been, New York, obviously, Pennsylvania, but really rare, really been in Jersey. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing your growth, your success. I think you're dope. I love your energy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very humble.
Try to be
very humble.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my infamous question. You know.
Do I need to take a shot first?
You know what? Let's take this shot.
Man.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's go. You understand? You ain't ready for this. You did.
Right.
Let's do this.
She's about to get personal.
Let me get your cup right here.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Right. If y'all can see what's in this
Ooh.
bottle.
You want more? You can have more.
That shit look like
Want
it look like outside is in the bottle. Like I'm telling y'all,
Let's do this.
shit
Cheers.
is organic
Let's
as fuck.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
When was the last time you did something for the first time?
Ooh.
Let's do this.
Last time I did something for the first time. You know what? The better question is, when is the time I did something for the first time, and now it's gonna be the last time?
Why is it that everybody's always trying to direct it to that?
But this is gonna answer your question. This is gonna answer your question. So I had got married.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
I mean that's a good thing. But go ahead.
Yeah, I had got
I don't know
married.
where the story's going.
And it's just, things change, people change, and it's so crazy. Like life just be so crazy. Like it'll just throw curveballs at you. You know what I'm saying? Just left and right, and you gotta manage it, right? And
Okay.
you either gonna make the hit or you gonna strike out. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm at the point where I gotta make the hit. So unfortunately, you grow apart. You get on. You want different things out of life, and then you just gotta be real with yourself. And so I think that's something I did for the first time.
He's saying that's gonna be the last. That's not the last.
I mean, the way I'm gonna tell you, B, it's looking like that's gonna be the last.
So, all right.
Yep.
Okay. So before we get into your performance, right? I want to know this then, because obviously, I don't want to assume, because we already know when it comes to assumptions, I don't want to look like an ass type shit. But
right, we don't want to do that.
When I guess because I'm hearing your tone and you're stating that, now I'm like, okay, so thinking about the fact that you took a hiatus, right? I don't know if it does correlate with it. However, I want to know is that because you took a hiatus, I'm sure there was a point that you probably felt as if you wasn't going to come back to music. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because of life hitting you, all the curveballs. What was the inspiration for you to come back? I know it's the whole music aspect, but what was really the initial inspiration to you coming back to music?
Oh man, honestly, I really feel like it's a spiritual thing. Like, I had nothing. I just realized that. You know what I'm saying? You make ideas in your mind, like, oh yeah, I'm this and I'm that and I got this accolade. But then when you start really being real with yourself, you realize you don't really got too much, right? Okay. You know what I'm saying? And the little that you have, you really can't control it. And so the only thing I could really control is the music. Okay. It's the only place I could really live. It's the only place I could really feel. You know what I'm saying? Like fully and like in a pure form. And so I had to get back to that. I just couldn't let that go. I couldn't lose that. You know what I'm saying? After everything else I've lost.
Gotcha. So, you couldn't lose you.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I lost everybody else. So
I mean, I get it. I get it. Again, like I said,
damn, I just got heavy. My bad. I thought did I just fuck up the vibe?
Went deep.
I went deep. Clean that.
No, that's a good. I'm supposed to be a thug. You can't.
I know. Hold up. Nah.
You know what I mean?
We in the place to be. Stop. Let me stop.
Nah, but you know what though? This is the beauty to why I love doing what I'm doing, right? This is the whole purpose of you being here. It's just not having your cliche questions, right, and just knowing who Wil Harbor is as an artist. It's about knowing who you are. As you said, you don't want to lose yourself.
Facts.
You understand? And we get to that place where we lose ourselves.
Facts.
But it's okay to go through that. It's okay to go through those dark moments because, again, your pain is your motivation. You're here. Right. You created a project, 17 tracks. Yeah. All platforms, correct?
All platforms.
If y'all not downloading the shit, y'all slacking.
What you doing?
You understand what y'all doing, But that's the beauty to the chaos.
Facts.
And people don't know how to appreciate that. Listen, easy said than done, you know, because I have my moments where I'm like, yo, fuck the process. Mm-hmm. You understand, or whatever. But I understand there's a reason why we have to go through what we go through. Right. You mentioned spirituality. I'm very big on spirituality. Right. So I learned to respect the process.
Have to.
Yes, you know, you have to learn to respect the process, the growth. Right. You know,
that's the only way to grow.
Understand and appreciate your failures. Just don't allow that to become, you know, that thing that puts you in the bottom. You know, just always, you know, dig yourself up and put yourself in a higher space. You know, in a higher vibration, should I say? So I'm grateful that you know, regardless of what. Super dope, and congratulations for putting yourself from a negative to a positive, because easy said than done is not easy.
Nah, yo, that shit hard, bro.
You understand?
That
so
shit hard.
You are, regardless of what, you're in the process of still putting yourself to heal. Right. And you're putting, and music is healing. So it's helping yourself heal. Yeah. You have a dope project.
Thank you.
And if you guys, there's no excuses, because you're going to find, you know, like everything in the description box. Mm-hmm. So, you understand? So where can everybody find your music? Where they can find you? Do you have any events coming up, or when are you dropping your next video? All that good stuff.
All right, check it out. So August 13th, I'm going to be in New Brunswick at the Billionaire Bars Club. Shout out El Bezel, Thorough Entertainment. Also, August 7th, I'm going to be, shout out to Show Up, Pop-Up Bliss. I don't know if I messed it up. That's my bad if I messed you up.
He's human, bro.
But Bliss Avenue Pop-Up, I'm going to be there doing their thing, doing my thing there with them and the vendors. But yeah, video coming soon. Shout out to Ben YC, Mr. Bring the Bounce Back. We got Miss Call video coming. That's coming, visuals. And yeah, so shout out to... You know, shout out to Jersey. Shout out to me, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Shout out. Listen, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. Continue growing. Continue rising. Yes. And I look forward to your success. Thank you. And I look forward to building more with you. Listen.
Oh, most definitely.
Man. And listen, guys, there's no reason, there's no reason why you shouldn't be following the guy. All his information from his social media to where you can find his music will be in the description below.
Come on.
You understand?
At Wil Harbor.
Yeah.
It's everything is Wil Harbor. WIL, one L. Some people get confused on that. But it's Wil with one L. HARBOR. That's it.
Yeah, I've already heard of that.
And I know it is.
Just click on it. You understand? Click. So we're going to see him perform right now.
Yeah.
Doing his thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thank you for liking.
Heartless Romantic.
Subscribing, commenting. And y'all already know it's your girl V-Henny. Rock out with your cocks out. Jam out with your clam out. You dig? And we're out.
Hey, what you do it for? I just press play and let the music go. My heart still breaks and that's a Fendi fact. You still my bae and it's a Similac. Call it what you want and I'ma call it how I see it. MJ on my back, that's like 45 reasons. You was trying to call the shots, now you caught a back. Sneaking full press, I'ma need it. It's a comeback season. Heart still cold, gotta freeze the charm. Man, I swore shit was real, it's a false alarm. I ain't mean to cause harm, wasn't lost for long. But how you expect for me to take you back with open arms? You expect for me to look past the whole facade? You expect for me to kiss ass and cope with lies? But when it's love on the line, you supposed to change. It's too close to pain. Will I break the chains? Baby, you give me a feeling. You give me inside of me. Just when I needed you. Where was you at when I needed you? Baby, you give me a feeling. You give me inside of me. Just when I needed you. Where were you at when I needed you? We do it for the love, right? You told me love is love, right? It's all for the love. And now my heart full of slugs. Wasn't counting the cost, it didn't matter the price. Got some up Ships Creek without a paddle in sight. I'm on my Jadakiss flow, you wasn't by my side. You couldn't do no wrong, you couldn't tell no lies. But that's a whole nother story, another front page. That's another pair of sheets, another cum stain. And it's another one who thinks she really run things until she ran out the door and pulled a hamstring. Baby, pass the love. Do you really understand what you asking, love? Will it still be that important once we pack it up? Cause another one once you spotted, now she acting up. Baby, you give me a feeling. You give me inside of me. Just when I needed you. Where were you at when I needed you? Baby, you give me a feeling. You give me inside of me. When I needed you. Where were you at when I needed you?
The Artistry.
Catch us on YouTube, Facebook, or outlets.
Follow us, The Artistry NY.